everyone, this is Dr. Liv with New Insight, and thank you so much for joining me in another video. Have you ever loved someone so deeply, showed so much empathy, patience, understanding, love, loyalty, and compassion, only to end up emotionally exhausted, confused, anxious, and disconnected from yourself? And have you ever looked back at a relationship and realized, I lost myself trying to love this person? Today, I want to discuss how empathy can actually lead to self-abandonment in narcissistic relationships. One of the biggest misconceptions empathic people have is believing that love, understanding, patience, communication, sacrifice, and compassion can heal someone even when the person shows no real desire to change. So many empathic people think, if I could just explain myself better, if I could become more patient, if I could love harder, if I stop reacting, if I become more understanding, then the relationship will finally become healthy. But in narcissistic relationships, your empathy can become the very thing that keeps you trapped. And this is what I call the mental maze. The mental maze is the psychological confusion that develops when you're in a relationship filled with hot and cold behaviors, emotional inconsistency, manipulation, gaslighting, and intermittent reinforcement. One moment, they make you feel deeply loved. The next moment, they make you feel ignored. One day, they're affectionate. The next day, they're emotionally unavailable. And one moment, they're talking about the future with you. The next moment, they're withdrawing, blaming you, criticizing you, or emotionally punishing you. And because the relationship is so inconsistent, your nervous system becomes addicted to trying to figure it out. You become emotionally hooked on the highs and lows. And many people don't realize this, but intermittent reinforcement is psychologically powerful. When affection, validation, attention, communication, and emotional closeness are unpredictable, it actually increases emotional attachment and emotional dependency. So you keep chasing the next high, the next good moment, the next apology, and the next loving version of them. And because those moments do happen sometimes, you convince yourself that the relationship still has hope. You tell yourself, maybe they really do love me. Maybe they're just hurting, tired, stressed. Maybe they had a rough childhood, and maybe I just need to be more understanding. And this is where empathy becomes dangerous, when it lacks boundaries. Because instead of protecting yourself, you start rationalizing behavior that is harming you. You start explaining away red flags. You start minimizing your own pain, silencing your own intuition, and slowly you start abandoning yourself. And this is fostered by the relationship dynamic because the narcissist breadcrumbs you emotionally. They give you just enough attention, just enough affection, just enough validation, just enough hope to keep you emotionally invested. Then they gaslight you. They deny things they said or did. They twist conversations. They blame shift. They make you feel too sensitive. They make you question your memory, your feelings, your reactions, and even your own reality. And over time, this creates confusion, self-doubt, anxiety, and cognitive dissonance. Part of you sees the red flags. You feel emotionally unsafe. And part of you knows something is wrong. But another part of you keeps holding on to the version of them you fell in love with. So you stay emotionally stuck between reality and potential. And this is why narcissistic relationships can become emotionally addictive and extremely difficult to leave, because you're not just attracted to who they are. You are also attracted to and attached to the hope of who they could become, and to getting the person back that you had in the beginning. And because narcissists are very emotionally manipulative, calculated, and deceptive, they know exactly how to pull on your heartstrings. They know when to love bomb. They know when to withdraw. They know when to apologize. They know when to act vulnerable. And they know when to say the right things to pull you back in, especially when they sense you are pulling away. And empathic people are especially vulnerable to this, because empaths naturally want to understand others. Empaths often see the wounded child in people. They see the pain in people, the insecurity, the trauma, and because of that, they often keep giving chances long after they should have walked away. So you continue giving the benefit of the doubt out of love, loyalty, kindness, compassion, and the belief that everybody falls short sometimes, because healthy people understand grace. Healthy people understand forgiveness and imperfection. But this is where empathic people become confused, because there's a difference between human imperfection and chronic manipulation. There's a difference between someone making mistakes and someone repeatedly choosing behaviors that are emotionally damaging. There's a difference between someone struggling emotionally and someone consistently using emotional manipulation to maintain control, power, attention, validation, or access to you. And many people struggle with accepting that, because that acceptance feels painful. And it also means realizing that this person may never become who I hoped they would be. So instead of acceptance, many people stay trapped, trying harder to communicate, to love, to prove their value and worth. And this is where many people become trapped in the cycle of what I call the 3 Ps: pleasing, proving, and performing. You start people pleasing to avoid conflict. You overexplain yourself. You walk on eggshells. You suppress your feelings, and you avoid bringing up issues because you fear their reaction. Then comes proving. You try to prove your loyalty, prove your worth, prove your intentions, and prove that you're enough. You also try to prove that you deserve basic love, care, compassion, respect, consistency, honesty, and reassurance. Then comes performing. You start performing emotionally just to maintain connection. You become hyper aware of their moves. You try to say the right things. You try to avoid upsetting them. And you try to become who they want you to be. And eventually, you lose touch with who you actually are. Your emotional world starts revolving around managing them, managing their emotions, their moods, their reactions, managing their approval, and managing the relationship. And this is where empathy slowly turns into self-abandonment. So it is imperative to understand the danger of unchecked empathy in narcissistic relationships. Your compassion for them can slowly disconnect you from yourself. And if you've ever been stuck in the cycle of overgiving, overexplaining, overcompromising, overfunctioning, and abandoning your own needs trying to save a relationship that keeps hurting you, I want you to remember this. Empathy is a beautiful trait. Compassion and love are beautiful traits. But empathy without boundaries becomes self-destruction. You can be loving without self-abandoning. And you can be compassionate without tolerating mistreatment. And you can care about people without sacrificing your mental health, your emotional well-being, your identity, and your peace. So as always, protect your peace, protect your mental health, gain knowledge, and live with new insight. Make choices that align with your values and never abandon who you are. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.